Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the hand massager. So let's watch this video that's coming up, and then I'll meet you back at the end of that video.
Hey everyone, today we're jumping into a topic that so many of us can relate to, that feeling of stiff, achy hands. We're gonna break down 3 really simple but super powerful ways to use heat therapy to get some genuine relief. So let's get right into it. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? That moment you wake up and your hands just don't wanna work. It feels like they're rusty hinges that need a little bit of oil just to get going. If that sounds all too familiar, well, you're in the right place, because that's exactly what we're tackling today. So the whole solution really comes down to this one simple, powerful formula. Heat plus movement equals relief. See, the heat gets in there and loosens up your tissues and boosts blood flow, and then the gentle movement helps get those joints gliding smoothly again. You'll want to keep this little equation in mind because it's the foundation for everything we're about to cover. All right, first up, let's talk about the classic, the old reliable of hand therapy, a simple warm water soak. This is, without a doubt, the most accessible method out there, and it's the perfect place for us to start. And the process, it couldn't be easier. You just fill a sink or a basin with some comfortably warm water, not too hot, soak your hands, and then just gently open and close your fists. That's it. You're putting our little relief formula right into action. The heat from the water, combined with that gentle movement. Okay, so what are the pros and cons here? On the one hand, it's totally free, and you can do it anytime. The water even gives you a little bit of gentle resistance, which is nice. You can even get some, let's call it sneaky therapy, just by doing the dishes. But on the other hand, the water gets cold pretty fast, you're basically stuck at the sink, and yeah, you're probably gonna get those pruny fingers. So, when is this method the absolute best choice? It's perfect for that quick hit of relief you need first thing in the morning. When your hands feel all rusty, a few minutes in warm water can totally change the start of your day. Now, what if you're looking for something a bit more intense? Something with a little more oomph. For a deep, spa-quality treatment that you can do at home, let's check out paraffin wax. This one's a little more involved, for sure. You dip your hand into the warm, melted wax a few times, and it builds up this thick, warm glove around your hand. Then you wrap your hands up in towels to really trap all that deep, penetrating heat and just let it do its thing. The benefits here are pretty amazing. The wax gets into every single nook and cranny of your joints. It's fantastic for moisturizing your skin, and it holds onto heat for way longer than water does. But there are some real trade-offs. It can definitely be messy. The wax can take 20 minutes or more just to melt, and you have to be super careful with the temperature so you don't get burned. So yeah, this is obviously not your 5-minute morning fix. You should think of this more like a self-care Sunday kind of ritual. It's absolutely perfect for those days when the stiffness is really bad and you actually have the time to just kick back, relax, and let that deep heat work its magic. And finally, let's talk about the modern solution, the heated electric massager. I love that this is called the daily driver because that's exactly what it's for. It's all about consistency and pure convenience. Honestly, it does not get any easier than this. You literally just slide your hand into the machine, push a button, and you're good to go. That is the entire process. Zero setup, zero cleanup. And this is where this option really shines. You get dry heat, so there's absolutely no mess, and the temperature is held perfectly for you. Plus, you get that amazing 1-2 punch of both heat and massage working together. The main downsides? Well, there's an upfront cost for the device itself, and unlike the paraffin wax, it isn't going to moisturize your skin on its own. Because it is just so ridiculously easy to use, this is the perfect tool for building a consistent daily habit. And when it comes to long-term relief, consistency is everything. The fact that this is the easiest option to stick with makes it incredibly effective. All right, so we've got 3 fantastic options on the table, but how do you actually decide which one is right for you? Let's put them all side by side to make that choice crystal clear. This chart just lays it all out, doesn't it? You can see right away, the heated massager is the clear winner on convenience, setup, and having zero mess. But look, the paraffin wax also delivers that really deep heat. And of course, you just can't beat warm water when it comes to cost. It really just comes down to what you value most in your daily routine. So let's boil this down to some simple advice. If you need immediate, totally free relief, warm water is your best friend. If you're craving a deep, moisturizing spa treatment and you've got the time to spare, paraffin wax is perfect. But if your main goal is building an easy, consistent daily habit, the heated massager is hands down the winner. But hold on, what if you didn't have to choose between convenience and moisture? What if you could get the ease of the massager and the moisturizing benefits of the wax? Well, there's a fantastic little pro tip that lets you get the best of both worlds. It's a really simple moist heat hack. All you do is apply your favorite hand lotion, then slip on a pair of thin cotton gloves, that's just to keep the machine clean. Then you use the massager just like you normally would. The heat helps that lotion penetrate way deeper into your skin, giving you that amazing moisturizing effect, but with absolutely zero mess. And you know, that last tip just goes to show how much you can customize all of this to find what really works for you. Because at the end of the day, the question isn't which method is the best, it's which method is the best fit for your life. You've got the playbook now, so what's your daily relief ritual gonna be?
Okay, so now that we've watched the video, I'm going to demonstrate the machine. The machine I use is called the Life Pro machine. They're not sponsoring me. I've had this for a couple of years and I really like it, so I thought I would demonstrate it for you. First of all, you have to plug it in to get it charged up, and then you don't need to have it plugged into the wall. So you just turn it on, and there's different settings. There's heat, there's different massage modes, there's vibrations. So you just put your hand inside like this, and then pick the desired function that you want. And you're gonna feel it, massage your hand, and it's going to get tight inside, so just be prepared for that. And you can also use this with, you can put your arthritis cream on it, and then put a glove, and then put your hand inside. But I normally just use it without anything. If I'm really having a bad day, then I will use the cream and then put it inside. But it's very easy to use, and it goes through its iteration, and then when it's gone through that whole cycle, then it'll stop. But there's a whole bunch of different settings. There's one with heat. You can turn on the heat. I highly recommend it. Regardless of what method you use, whether you use the paraffin wax, like we talked about in the previous video, or if you just use heat pads, because I have rheumatoid arthritis and my hands are always achy and stiff, I find that exercising them and just keeping them moving, it helps with the stiffness and the soreness. And maybe you've been applying for the Social Security disability, or maybe you're going to, or maybe you're in the process, maybe you're in the waiting segment of it. But whatever stage you're at, it's important to keep your hands nice and flexible so that they don't get stiff.